Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 live cast. Gonna be playing and commentating live. We're on Derelict Watcher with a Protoss opponent.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm a little bit excited for TvP these days. I think I found an adjustment to my 2-Rax build that's going to increase my win rate quite a bit.
Not enough minerals.
Hopefully get it back to that 60% plus level, which should be enough to get me back into Master League.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Bad news? Yep. Yes, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
In the rear with the gear.
Oh, I misplaced that depot late. Didn't have much time to run around there.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
A little bit late on my gas. Not terribly late, but could have been earlier.
SCV ready. Big
But
job,
that's picking at minute details. It's close enough.
SCV ready.
See if he gets a complete scout or not. Not looking like it, so that's good. He doesn't know about the second racks.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Gangway coming through. Sure thing. Outstanding. Roger that. What's going on?
Upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply depots required.
By the numbers.
Time's a wasted.
Additional supply depots required.
10-4. I want some. SCV ready.
Not insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Get heavy. You gonna give me orders? SCV ready. You got it. Armed and ready.
Additional supply depots required.
What's going on? I can't build here. Go ahead. Let's have a blast.
Alright.
Good job, huh?
Same time doing this thing, I want to send out an SCV to build my factory. So I'm going to proxy my factory with this build. So I can use it as a scouting tool, which is kind of important if I'm going to set up in containment.
Additional supply depots required.
It's go time. Go, go, go.
Got a whole lot.
Been waiting on you. Band-Aid ready. Move it. In the rear with who wants some? You gonna get been waiting on you. SCV ready. Gangway coming through.
I think he was planning to expand because he's canceled
Not
something down
enough
there.
Minerals.
By the numbers, boys.
But I don't know, so let's get an inch bay as well.
Our SCVs are under attack.
I feel ya.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Let's go. Go ahead. Armed and ready.
Let's have a blast.
SCV ready. Who wants some? Keep your shirt. Armed and ready.
Not enough minerals. Research complete. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I think containment's more important. Where's those SCVs?
Ah, you scared me.
Baby.
I can't build here.
I think with stim this might be okay.
Armed and ready, boy.
It's go time.
Huh? You gonna give me by the numbers? This better be scared me. It's your dime.
Alright, so possible DTs. Possible blink stalker play.
SCV ready. Will do.
Time's a wasting.
Who wants some?
There's a D2 shrine, okay.
Base is under attack. Research complete. Additional supply depots required.
Go, go, go!
Additional supply depots required.
I'm in a world of hurt.
Roger that.
Just say when.
Okay.
Upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Let's do this. Got a whole lot of
Additional
love.
supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Ah! You scared me!
Additional supply depots required.
You might
Mineral
drop as
field
well, I guess, so
depleted.
we should go like that.
Not enough minerals.
And like
Huh?
Not enough minerals.
this. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
Go ahead. SCV ready. You gonna give me orders? Gangway, coming through.
It's about to get heavy.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough
This better be
minerals.
good. SCV ready. Bad news.
Oh, it's on.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. Armed and ready.
Ready for dust off.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Let's have a blast.
In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go! Why not?
Boom, baby.
We could use some help here.
It's coming from all angles. I never got any buffer for the zealots. Okay, that didn't work out well.
Been waiting on you. This better be good.
Big job, huh? You're the boss. Ah! You scared me. Yeah. What's going on?
I forgot to get turrets in front. Which is bad.
In the rear with the gear.
That's fine. Looking Yes, sir. Armed and ready.
Okay.
It's gone.
Ready for pickup?
Let's get a ghost.
Go, go, go!
As soon as those mules run out,
Mineral field
which is gonna be in a
depleted.
second, I'm gonna transfer down here.
Add-on complete.
By the numbers, boy. You want a piece of me, boy?
In the rear with the gear.
This better be good.
Not enough energy.
Ghost reporting.
SCV ready.
Who wants some?
So sweating on that Raven.
Ghost reporting. Go, go, go!
SCV ready.
State your request.
Bad news.
Understood. System awaiting orders.
Gangway, coming through.
Not enough energy.
Command. Engineering at your disposal.
Armed and ready.
Ready for dust off.
It's about to get.
And my money's high. Wasn't expecting this.
Order accepted.
SCV ready.
Ready for pickup?
Who wants some? Roger.
Overcharge. I expanded elsewhere.
I'm on it. Booyah!
SCV ready.
You want a piece of me, boy? Yes, sir. Of course. Outstanding.
Okay. Ooh, 1100 in my bank. So, I really like watching these replays. See what I did right and what I did
Replay
wrong.
saved.
I already know the main thing I did wrong, especially when you see Twilight Council. When you see Twilight Council, you know it's going to be a zealot-heavy composition. And that is to get depots in front of my bunkers. Even if it's just like 2 depots, if it's just something that could clog or prevent like the surround of the zealots, it can be pretty huge. Ghost Academy a lot earlier would have helped a lot too. Especially versus Twilight, because it's helpful. It's more helpful versus Zealots, like Mass Zealot, than it is against things like Stalkers and whatnot, and Colossus. But it's also really good when they come down this ramp, because they get all choked up on it. And I had the gas for it, because I wasn't putting a reactor on my starport. So he did throw down the command center, but he's going to cancel it as the stalker gets the information. I did see him cancel a pylon, so I made the assumption that he probably canceled the Nexus as well, that this wasn't an intended one-base build. If it is an intended one-base build, I gotta be, you know, testing the top of the ramp, getting an inch bay right away, just to deal with things like oracles or DTs getting rushed in. I had to pull this SCV to make the bunker, which means it's delaying my factory, which also delayed my starport, which is pretty important, and then I lost that SCV, so the next one I pull has to do, I pull it to make the bunker as well. Or no, I guess I still go factory, but still pretty good timing for me when he hits there, because I have stim. So I win that battle, but here's where I'm getting all the information. I see 5 gateways and a DT. Forge and Twilight Council. So I know it's going to be Zealot heavy composition with maybe some Dark Templar play, possibly Archons. The other thing I didn't do is get any vision over here. I knew he had a pylon capable of warping in down here. So right now, just like, if you can do like 2 depots too, like depot, and you leave 1 gap between them. So there's just this laneway here. All the Zealots will try to funnel into that laneway to get at the bunker. It's pretty funny actually, the way it works. But even if it's like whatever, like Amos is like 1 depot here or something, like any amount of depots in front of these things would be useful. This bunker should probably actually be back here. It's a little too close to the high ground. If I build depots in front of it, and then you got a stalker here, you'd be able to shoot the depots, which isn't good. The Marauders I have in these bunkers are range 7, so this shoots as far as it can see. I think it shoots all the way up to at least the bottom of the ramp, but probably actually the middle of the ramp. Bunkers get +1 range, and Marauders shoot pretty far to begin with. So I think this is a decision point right now, based on what I've seen. I can go looking for a proxy pylon, but I think just because I know DTs are a threat, I just have to get a bunker and a turret at my front line, no matter what, because he can even warp in a DT from here. It would be too difficult for me to prevent any DT from getting out on the field. I like to have 1 Marauder and 2 Marines in a bunker. Marines do more firepower than Marauders do, especially to a light unit like a DT. But it's nice to have the 1 Marauder for the concussive shell so the DT can't run by quickly. Looks like a pretty severe supply cap right now. Yeah, I got like, it's a pretty huge macro fail. I got 1,000 in the bank on top of, you know, another $500 queued up here. And then that queued up stuff's not even building anything because I don't have any depots. So the other nice thing about putting depots in front of these bunkers is it actually it'll help keep me from getting supply capped. You'll notice I was trying to land the factory right here, where the Twilight Council was. If by some chance, like I mean, the main purpose of proxying is to be a scout, but sometimes you can drop one here, and if he doesn't have any vision of that area, you can just run a Widow Mine right into his mineral line. Have some fun with it, and then go scout. The cannons actually made me suspicious that he was going to send a major force to try to counterattack my base. Because this is like, well, maybe we'll just leave some cannons and some sentries at home to defend, and we'll use, and I need this extra defense at home because I'm sending a giant portion of my force across the map. But that wasn't the case, so that threw me off a little bit. So I think he's going to start warping in a significant amount here. The delayed factory delayed my starport, which delayed my medevacs, but if I got some medevacs out sooner, I could have taken like a squad of, I don't know, even just 2 marauders and a medevac, and just kind of skirt around the edges here and pick off these pylons. Especially this, since he doesn't have any, well, he's got 3 stalkers, but he doesn't have many stalkers, so a lot of these stuff is vulnerable. I even knew these, this was vulnerable over here. Don't want to take too large of a squad though, because running over here to shoot at pylons could induce him to go charging down the ramp. So you want the majority of our army over here. So he's going to start warping in this way, which I kind of suspected, but I think I only ran out now to spot it, and it was too late. So major flank. Didn't really matter about the flank though, because he has all the surface area in the world with the zealots. He doesn't have charge, which is could have made all the difference here. So these zealots are running out slow, where they could have been like instantly on top of everything and swarming me. Let's back up to right before this battle started. Okay, so use the last tab, you can see he's behind by 700. So let's see how this fight goes. I have the bunkers, I got stim, I got +1, which negates, you know, he's got +1 armor, which negates it, and then very zealot heavy composition, which is good against bio, and very good against marauders. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm 700 ahead before the fight. And before that factory falls, let's check again. And he lost more than I did. So even though mistakes were made there, he lost more than me. And had this money been spent, you know, there's a good chance I actually hold that low ground. Ghost Academy was a major thing I missed. I mean, you can spend $300 every 40 seconds from this tech lab barracks had I got the Ghost Academy. Whereas I'm only spending about 150 every 40 minutes, so I could double my basically double my spending from this barracks if I had the Ghost Academy. And if I'm not going to get the fast Ghost Academy, I should definitely get a reactor at my starport. Could probably afford both. Because the starport's not going to be into action as quick as it normally is, because it has to build its own reactor. I wonder if I build a nuke and lose a factory, whether I still have the nuke or not. I think you would. It's just something I could spend my extra money on. Especially if he's like cannoning the top of the ramp. Okay, so my money's not being spent, but I'm still ahead in the units lost. And I'm still in a pretty good position. I got my 1-1 upgrades now, I think. This battle does not go well for him. He's ahead. Sorry, what was it? Well, it's $1,000 right now. And no, $2,000. So he's 2,000 behind. I decided to wait. You know, he still can make DT, so I can't be completely reckless going across the map. You can just not spend your orbital energy and use scans. Please tell me you're getting charge. Okay, thank you. So many zealots not to have charge with. Looks like he's trying to set up a third base. DT crossing the field. I might go that about as poorly as I could, and I still completely stomped him. Ahead by 5,000 now. If I were to micro it properly, what you can actually do. Works well versus Zealots, also works well versus Archons. Is you get the auto turrets in front. Second EMP, all it did was hit the mothership core, but at least there's no overcharge. But since he's pulling back here, if I just throw down the auto turret, you know, if I just hang out here to shoot the Nexus and throw a couple auto turrets in front, works well. And usually you'll see Archons in this composition, because you can see he's floating 700 gas, and he could have made DTs just to turn into Archons. Also, Twilight to Templar Archives is pretty normal transition. So you could even make Templar, which are a little cheaper. I don't know, these cost 200 and these cost 250, but this costs 25 more gas. Templar are cheaper. Yeah, so you just, even before you have Storm, you can turn some Templar into Archons. And Archons do bonus to bio, so having auto turrets out front is a nice way to soak up a couple hits from the Archons. Yeah, and then, yeah, when it's this solid heavy composition, you should definitely be stutter stepping back. But, yeah. Symbio with 6 medevacs is pretty good at dealing with zealots, I guess. Especially with the army size that big. Okay. So you did go for the third base. Should probably have some more SCVs over here too. If there's a moment in time where I'm not fully saturated home, that's okay, because I do have this giant float that kind of happens. I think this is mostly just for not pumping out of my starport double medevacs or pumping ghosts really early though, and then just a lot of supply caps and missed production cycles and all that jazz. But we'll see. Maybe if I have a game where I kind of macro, not perfectly, because that won't be normal, but macro well, I'll see if this float still happens. So the thing is, I still have to be spending money on bunkers and depots and at least a bunker my ramp at home, depending on what I see. Maybe missile turrets have to be involved as well. Maybe a bunker in my mineral line. Forgot to salvage this. Once I move down here, I don't think I need this anymore. That's mostly to protect the SCVs. The other thing is once I'm done getting, stim and combat shield and 1-1 upgrades, I'm probably not spending money as quickly. I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Check the description for a thumbs up link, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.